The last thing to do to finish off our bedroom is to replace this other window. Now this window is bigger than the other ones, and I can't get a window ready made off the shelf to fit. I could either go custom made, which is very expensive for one this size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two windows, one on top of the other. This has been done elsewhere in the house, as you can see. Now that's how the windows were originally when it was first built, so I'm not going to do anything that's out of keeping by doing it here. I've got one window that will fit 3/4 of the way up, and I should put a false bar across the bottom to make it look like there's separate panes, and then I shall cut down another window frame and fit it above, screw the two together to make one big window. The only thing is there'll be a slightly larger bar across the top, or between the top two sections. The reason I'm changing this window, although it's a newish window, it's still only single glazed, but when we bought the house, the glass in the bottom was missing, middle panes were smashed, the bottom of the window frame was rotted off completely, and so I had to do something quickly just to fill the gap and make the windows stay shut. These windows are falling apart, most of the joints are now rotted out in them. There's quite a few metal plates holding them together. We still get water come in because I haven't been able to seal the bottom properly. So I'm going to put a new window in here. So the first job to do is up each side, chisel out the plaster so I can get to the fixings, and take the windowsill back off that I put on about a year ago. Well, that didn't take too long, just to chisel away the plaster around the sides of the window. You can see I've exposed the brackets that hold on the windows. As usual, there's one by each hinge. So basically there's 6 little screws just holding this whole window in. I've also exposed the screws for the windowsill so that can come out quite easily. But I'm not going to do that because it does make it very drafty across the bottom of the window. So once again I'm going to be fitting these thin bars to the window to make them look like divided, and I'm going to use this 3M VHB tape to join them. These have been painted with gloss paint, and so just turn them over and literally just stick with the HB tape. we go, all ready to go on the window. Now to put the glazing bars on the window. I've measured up 40 centimetres or 400 millimetres from the bottom here and put a mark on the sides so I know where to put it. All the windows seem to be that height, and then it's just a case of stripping off the backing paper. How I like to do it is put the bottom edge onto the mark each side, and then I can rotate it into position. Just press firmly and that will fix it to the glass. So as I said, I have to cut down the top windows to fit in the hole. This is one of the windows that I've taken out. Before I cut the frame up, I did mark where the top and bottom of the window meet, so I know the size of the window that I'm going to have to put in. And I've measured up, it's just over 48 centimetres, which is there. So what I need to do is cut this off there, and you can see the top rail actually fits inside these uprights, and they're held on with a screw in each end here. So literally take the screws out, pull these two side bits off, slide this down, two new screws in there, and that's just about it. Now all I have to do is just trim off these bits here, and we should have the right size window. Well, this window is pretty much in now. I'm still waiting for the glass for the top windows before I can fit those in. This being France, everywhere shuts for August, so the factory that makes the units has closed for 3 weeks, so I shan't be able to get the glass until the 1st of September. So that's a bit annoying, but it's France. So at the moment I've just got a board at the top of the windows, and this window, new windowsill, replastered up the sides. It's all ready for a couple of good days of nice weather, and then I can paint it. Once it's painted, I can get on and put some wallpaper around here and finish off this little area, which is a little bit awkward to film in because it's not very big.